Hello everyone's. I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm here for American Horror Story Season 7, Episode 7. Now before I get into this review, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and make sure your notifications are on. I realized last week that I should make sure that if I'm in a room with a child, make sure the child is asleep when watching certain shows. Because I didn't do that, and my 8-year-old nephew watched the entire episode last week and remembered everybody's name and what went on. He knew the names better than I did, and I felt bad because I've been watching every entire season of American Horror Story. I've been watching it since day one on this season, and I just last week realized Meadow's name. But my 8-year-old nephew, by watching it one time, knew Allie's name, knew Ivy's name, knew Meadow's name, knew Allie's full name was Allison. I didn't know that until this episode, Season 7. Me and my sister-in-law were discussing the episode, and he comes in and tells us how Allie went over to this woman's house and the clowns came in. She got scared and she ran upstairs and she hid in the closet and they shot the lady in the chest. Then Ivy came upstairs looking for her and she was like, "Is that you, Ivy?" But Ivy didn't do anything, and Meadow had a gun and she was shooting people, and she shot Kai in the leg and then she killed herself. One, I did not know Allie's name was Allison. Two, I just figured out Meadow's name was Meadow, been calling her neighbor Nelly. But my 8-year-old nephew, by watching it for one episode, an hour and some change, knew everything was going on better than me. And I felt some type of way about that. But back to this episode, we have Valerie. Now Valerie, she is somebody who's going through some things. She didn't got to prostitution. We're back in 1968. And she seems to have trouble with doing that because man he shortchanges her. So I'm not sure if she's prostituting to make ends meet or is she doing it so she can buy some bullets, because she has beef with Andy Warhol. Because Andy Warhol, now mind you, this is 1968 and basically you were a woman, you were nothing in minds of some men back then. And she was a new age woman who felt women could do things just as well as men, like being a writer. He been belittling her and like, "Look here, girl, you know, he's not really serious about women in art," and she feels that she can do certain things. And like, she was appalled that he threw away her script. She thought it was a very excellent script, but he was like, "Maybe you should do some modeling. Well, maybe some acting, but, you know, being an artist, girl, that's not really for you." So she is on this mission now to, you know, attack Andy Warhol. And, like, she's been waiting out for him, like, basically on the stakeout, but, like, out in the open for him to appear. And, like, he finally gets on what I found and thought was the most dangerous elevator known to man. But this was, like, 1968. And we're in like a studio, so this isn't the best of elevators, plus it's 1968. So I was just saying like, man, that elevator looks very suspicious, dangerous, and scary. Like, Andy, you shouldn't have to worry about her getting shot by her. You should be able to, you know, worried about actually getting off this elevator in one piece. So she goes to shoot Andy Warhol, but the first 2 shots, she missed him. And I don't know if that was on purpose because she was very, very close to him. I'm talking about within maybe 3 or 4 feet of him, but she misses the first 2 times. And he was able to jump out of the way. But like the last time, after, you know, saying her speech about whatever it was she said, didn't write it down, apologize for that, she finally shoots him in, I believe it's the belly area. I'm like, it took you 3 times to shoot him. I was a little confused about that since, you know, you were so up and like, it was bad she shot him, but like my mind was like, girl, you couldn't have got him on the first shot. But hey, this is what the storyline is. Leading back to present day, we have the whole Kai getting shot and Meadow is the shooter. Now, all the news outlets are talking about it, and my first thought was, I know they can't pin this on Allie because I know somebody walked by who wasn't in Kai's crew saw that it was Meadow doing all the shooting and not Allie. And of course, you know, somebody caught footage that it was actually Meadow doing the shooting of Kai and several other people, and then eventually herself. But Allie, since I guess she jumped in to save Meadow, which I still think was the stupidest idea known to man. When you are seeing somebody shoot, you run in a different direction. You don't run to danger. And this is the problem I have with Allie, because she's scared of everything, yet she's always rushing into danger like now. So now you in a psych ward and you really not gonna get your child back, all because Meadow done told you some things, got in your ear, now she's on a shooting rampage. And by the looks of Ivy didn't know this was going on, and eventually later on in the episode, we figure out what, that nobody knew what was going on. And, what's his name? Husband, he gets on the news talking about some, I read it in her diary that she was upset that Hillary didn't win, and this is because of Trump, and she was out to get Kai. Kai is at home sitting on the couch with Winter like he has not a care in the world, like he just didn't get shot, like, oh my goodness, look, I won. Like, these are not the signs of somebody who just got shot. These are the signs of somebody, I just won something. Hey, I'm a publisher clearinghouse just came to my house. I've won $1 million for a week for life. This is what he's giving, not I done just got shot. Things could have been over. So we have Beverly, and I cannot remember what the lady's name was. Not even sure if they said her name, but y'all know on the Coven, she was the one that was always wearing these really they was just the baddest outfits. I think she was the Supreme's daughter's godmother, but she wouldn't have the one that got burnt at the stake but then came back to life. She's on there. She done rolled up on Beverly. Beverly already got her gun cocked and ready and loaded. Like, I'm not for all the theatrics what you got going you in your cloak right now, so just leave and buy my car. She basically tells her, I know what it is to kill somebody. I know what you have been doing. Come meet me at this such and such hotel. And Beverly's looking like her like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna go over to Kai's house and tell him what's going on. But when she gets over there, there's like a guard standing outside. Some dude is not letting her in. He got new people that came in. They're like supporters from all over. They're like so proud of him, but like everybody's in the same outfit. It just like makes it further seem like it's a cult. But everybody's a man there. So he basically tells Beverly, look here, I know you were so eager to get out here and to kill some more people, but right now, we on the high right now. We can't be doing killings. We're going to get back to it eventually, but right now, we're going to hush all that right now. So basically, this is a men's only club. We'll bring you women back in when we feel it's necessary, but us men folk right now, we're going to be, taking charge. So y'all just sit back and just, wait for orders right now. Us men folk are talking and making decisions. That's what I got out of that. Okay, sorry, looking at my notes. Y'all know, if y'all are new, I'm sorry. If I want to keep my background in one piece throughout the whole episode, I have to look at my notes. So I apologize if you're new here, and if you've been here for a while, I still apologize. So Beverly brings old girl. This is what we're gonna call her. We're gonna call her female Kai right now. She brings female Kai over to Winter and Ivy at Ivy's restaurant, and she tells them that she was Valerie, old girl that shot Andy Warhol, was the love of her life, and shooting Andy was the beginning of a revolution. Valerie, she had a hard life, basically. By the time she was 15, she had already had 2 kids. Not sure who the father was. Was it her stepdaddy or was it her daddy? We don't know. But she met Valerie when Valerie was around 30. Valerie was basically, I hate men, so come and join me if you hate men too. And she wrote this scumbag manifesto, if you will. And it was about how the men are the problems with society. It's men who start wars. It's men who rape people. It's men who belittle women. We hate men, hear me roar kind of situation. And her followers were kind of like the outcasts of society. We had a few people in there that like society looked down upon them. And they looked to her, I guess, as somewhat a leader. And she like gave these speeches in hotels across the country. Sorry about that. Getting back to it. I hate when this happens. Okay. And then they like started killing people, like couples that are out at like Lover's Lane. Okay, we're gonna get y'all while y'all out here doing this. Women who are out there thinking that they can sleep with a man and a man's gonna love them, we gonna get you. But Winter's like, hold up. I remember those two people got killed. That was a Zodiac Killer. And she's like, God, have you not been listening? This is the whole point, to make it seem like it was a Zodiac Killer. Keep up with me. I'm trying to do her voice from when she was on the coven, but I'm clearly not getting that, so I'm not going to try that no more. So basically, look here, girl, keep up with me. This was our plan, to make it seem like it was a Zodiac Killer so they would not come back to us, okay? All right, now, back to my story. Like, they were like, making women scared to don't be going out there having sex with men. If you're out in public like that, somebody gonna catch you, somebody gonna kill you. Like, beware. Like what Kai is doing now with the killings, they were doing back then with the killings, but keeping this for us, like, beware of men. If you have sex with men out there, you're gonna be getting killed, so don't be doing it. And she even gave her orders while she was in the psych ward, because after she shot Andy Warhol, that was a sign of, okay, once I shoot him, that's when you guys, my followers, my girlfriend, y'all leap into action and do what I say. She's still running things for behind in the psych ward, basically. And she's getting upset. Like, hold up, somebody been writing a newspaper, and now it's making it seem like this man out here doing the killings, and we can't have people thinking it's a man yet again. So I'm having to think of some things, get things going on, do my shenanigans, you know, put one and two together, one and one, yeah, doing all that, trying to figure out what we gonna do so that we can get behind all this. And once she's out of the psych ward, like, she realizes one of the men that is in the group is responsible from going to the newspaper and telling the newspaper, like, doing the whole, this is Zodiac stuff. Like, it ain't the little scumbag people. It ain't their group. It's somebody else. So they just commenced to just killing dude. And she got so bad in her psyche that she went on to the police and was like, I'm the Zodiac Killer. Y'all gonna lock me up, and okay, what evidence you have? Well, I don't technically have any evidence, because while this was going on, I was in the psych ward. And that's all they had to hear. You was in the psych ward. You said you the Zodiac Killer. Girl, go on somewhere. Sit down somewhere. Just go home. And she goes on her own speech about never do this to somebody that, you know, that whole speech that Kai did when he went to go speak to not student council, but city councilman. Kind of sort of like that. Okay. But, you know, as time went on, her schizophrenia, you know, it drew her followers away. And, like, slowly and slowly, they was like, you know what? Not really sure if we want to do this anymore, because you're sounding crazier and crazier. And yeah, we just gonna leave and not be a part of this no more. And like, finally she just, I guess, drove herself crazy, passed out, and died alone, basically. So we have Kai. He's at home visiting mom and dad, still creepy, and Winter shows up and he finds her scumbag manifesto. She lies and says, hey, you know, that was from school, it's just some dumb book. But it's like, Kai knows, I know you women are doing something. I don't know what, but I know you're doing something. But remember, I am in charge of all the killings. I am the boss. So don't do anything stupid. And he gives off some names, don't remember. But basically, you go off, you women folk. We'll call you when we need you. So, lastly, we have Harrison being lured to Ivy and Allie's restaurant, thinking it's a surprise for Kai, and he's just oh so happy, like, yes, Kai deserves this. I was thinking about having a Game of Thrones throne made for him. I know some people who can do that. And I was looking like, you really think that Kai is a king? He's like, you know nothing, you're stupid. Basically just told her, you were a woman, you were stupid, shut up, go ahead somewhere. And then he comes in and female Kai comes up and says some things. It's like, who is this? And boop, he gets knocked over the head. They want to know what happened to Meadow. Ivy, and all her nerve gall and audacity, is like, how can you do that? You were her husband. He was like, So you're calling this, if this isn't the pot calling the kettle black, look what you did to your wife. She's like, I may have helped driving my wife even crazier than what she was, but I didn't help kill her. Like, that makes her better. Like, you was slowly driving her crazy because you was mad because you couldn't carry your baby. Remember that. And she didn't vote for somebody you wanted to vote for. You just as crazy as Allie. So they get to killing him. Now this is when Ivy, she's oh so ready for the killing. Y'all know Ivy before. Oh my goodness, y'all done catch somebody. Oh, I'm sick, I can't do this. But she was so about it with the killings. Now I'm like, see, now you're starting to not to make sense. Because you was so offended and you didn't like all this. But now you're like leading the charge of stabbing this man. And then I was thinking, how is it that y'all didn't fall for somebody else? Like, first y'all was following around Kai because he just said a few words that got to you like, you know what, maybe we should be out here killing folks. This woman has one meeting with you guys and you're ready to turn on Kai. Of course Kai is crazy. It's like, you guys are crazy because you're like anybody could come up and just say anything and y'all ready to just follow along with them. Like, y'all don't know this woman from anything. But y'all ready to follow and kill Harrison because of this. And then Beverly gets on the news and basically says, this looks like it's a retaliation for what Meadow did to Kai. So basically, we killed Harrison because y'all killed Meadow. We know you did it and we want you to know that we did this. But then we look over and Kai is sitting next to female Kai. And that's when I was like, you did this to like motivate them even more, which even makes me think he's even more crazier. Like, I don't know who's crazier out of the group. These people that keep on following by the most randomest people that come up and give you a story, or is it Kai? Y'all let me know. So that was basically the gist of everything that went on. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. And like I always want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.